Started here. Hopefully the audio is all working okay. Let me know if it's a little bit quiet. Just let me turn it up a little bit. So I'm back from a long vacation. Went out to Colorado. So it's been about a month since I've touched a Nethack at all. Last time I went back and looked at my last stream and just to refresh my memory. And last time we had just completed the quest. So I'm burdened. I picked up a bunch of stuff in the quest. So first thing I have to do is just go back and do some inventory management down at my stash, and then we'll see where we're at. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to go back down to the first level. 1 second here. Change one thing. Okay, should be better now. And here we go. Just going to go back down to level 1 and see where we're at in terms of our inventory. Hey, Craig. Yes, I'm back. How are you doing? Yeah. I don't know if you can read it, but it's a Colorado cap. So this actually says Rico, Colorado on it, which is where I was vacationing in Rico. It was very relaxing. The holiday was very nice. You know, we spent some time with friends, in sort of in the city area, Denver area of Colorado, and then we went south to the mountains, where my dad actually, when he was a kid, he used to go there with his father, so my grandfather, and I took my kids there to visit with my parents, and hey, Pete goes. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to stream while you're around. I did set the game aside. Haven't done anything since the last time I streamed. So I'm sort of remembering where we're at. So yeah, Rico is an old mining town. Really nothing going on there. There's a hotel, which I think is now closed, a pizza place / bar, a liquor store, a gas station, and a coffee shop. And that's about it. But it's in the middle of the San Juan Mountains, which are a bunch of there's a bunch of 14,000 foot peaks around. We did not attempt a 14,000 foot peak this time. But we did get up a 12,000 foot peak, which I thought was pretty good. My 13-year-old also came with me, not without any they have caps. Seems very American. Yeah, they do at the gas station. You buy caps. So it's enough of a tourist place that we, my ascension. Oh, Picos. Are you talking about Picos? What's going on here? I think I'm on caps lock. Yeah, okay. That's what's going on. Oh, ascension. I gotcha. That makes sense. 12,000 foot ascension. Thank you. I'm a little slow. Yes, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, it was good. I took my dogs, which they're young, they have a lot of energy, but when we got to the top, they could see the road down below, and cars zipping by looked, you know, like matchbox cars, and they thought they were, I don't know, squirrels or something, and tried to run off the side of the mountain and chase them. So I had to put them on leashes and hold on. It was only about 2,000 feet climb, really. So you start at 10,000, and I think we did about 2,000 feet of a climb. So not really not terrible. It's hard, the first couple hikes we did, you start out at 10,000 feet, and it's a struggle to get enough oxygen if you're not used to it. I think we got acclimated after the first couple hikes, but 3,000 is a lot. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of climbing. 3,000 from sea level, so you ended up on a 3,000 foot peak. I'm gonna see what I got here. Try and I have a diamond ring. I need to see what it is, and I keep hitting escape. Unfortunately, I'm on a keyboard which I don't have the escape and the caps lock switched when I normally do, so I keep hitting a caps lock by accident. Also, it's really hot in here, so I'm trying to stream today from our sound studio, and so it should be quieter than normal. You shouldn't hear all the road noise, but it's also really hot. I have a fan going in the other room and an air conditioner blowing through like a small hole in the wall, but it's really not reaching me at all. So I don't know if you can tell, but I'm dripping. 1,500 meters. Yeah, I mean it's all relative, right? So it doesn't sound as impressive, but it's still, if you climb 3,000 feet, that's a significant climb, and that's a good mountain. I did hike in my youth the Appalachian Trail, which is the east coast of the U.S., and it goes from Florida. Sorry, it goes from Georgia. It now goes to Florida, but when I hiked it, it was Florida. Sorry, Georgia, Springer Mountain, Georgia, up to Maine, and that the highest peaks are similar. They're in the 3,000 to 4,000 feet range, but it's hard. It's a hard trail to hike. Hmm. Okay, right. I'm a priest, so I know everything, whether it's blessed or not. Just trying to drop things on the altar here. But I don't need to do that. So I have a magic lamp. That's nice. I have Frostbrand as my primary weapon and Firebrand as a secondary weapon in case I run into things which are resistant to cold. I should enchant Firebrand more. Three Peaks thing in the UK, Ben Nevis in Scotland, Scavell Pike in England, and Snowdon in Wales, which you have to try to do in 24 hours. Wow. How much is the travel time between there? Because it sounds like you probably don't have much time to sleep. Or maybe you sleep on the train or sleep in the car on the way. I'm definitely felt out of shape on my hikes. I hadn't used to bike to work, but since the pandemic, I've been working from home, so I really haven't been doing much in the way of exercise at all. I mean, like a little bit here and there, walking the dogs, sleep in the car on the way. You failed because of the weather. Yeah, that sounds really rough. Like if you set aside a weekend to do it, and you get all the travel plans worked out, and then you hit a thunderstorm or bike in the office since last year. Yeah, there's some really nice things about working from home, but having a 20-minute bike commute like built into my day was the best thing. Like I just knew I would get 40 minutes of exercise every day without having to really think about it. We did have some hail, so Colorado is interesting weather-wise. It got really hot. It hit 100 degrees Fahrenheit at the top, at the max, but it was very dry. And then during the day, you get these showers, rain showers in the afternoon. And one hike we took, it started hailing on us. Just like, I think it might have been 70 or 80 degrees before that, and all of a sudden the clouds roll in, and you're like, that feels like a really sharp rain. And you look, and there's hailstones in the ground. Standing desk is great. Swimming would be really good. I want to get a stationary bike. I think I could probably, clear out my email inbox or watch movies or something and ride a stationary bike. But the problem is, where do you put it? It's just like a lot of space. But yeah, I'm trying to get back into the exercise. I definitely have let it slide during the pandemic, and now I'm trying to get back on it. All right, I need to identify this diamond ring. I'm assuming it is not going to self-identify, but I'll try that. I have a rotted small shield. That's right, I was looking for the shield of reflection, and I think last time we got to Medusa's Island, and I want to say it fell in the water somehow. I think a nymph may have stolen it and started to run away, and I killed it, and it was over the water, so it was like a water nymph. I don't remember all the details, but then I used a Skrilla Earth to push a boulder in, so I could try and dig down and find it. I spent a lot of time trying to do that, and when I finally dug down, there's nothing there. So I'm still not sure what happened. If the boulder crushed it, maybe. Like, I'm not entirely sure how that works. Maybe I needed to freeze it and to dig down and actually get it. Maybe boulders crush items in water. Take off my ring of protection here for a second, and let's put diamond rings engrave. Yeah, I think that's right. And they don't, imagine they don't, wear out. Like if you're engraving with a magic weapon, they lose enchantment. So no luck identifying that right off the bat. Got a couple of wands here I need to identify. I'll probably put a bunch of these wands away. Presumably, let's see, I think I have, intrinsic speed. Some wands of teleportation. I'd like to know how many charges they have left. Those are going to be very important in the end game. Can of grease is useful. Got the bell, of course. Pickaxe, key, towel, luckstone, an extra luckstone, and a touchstone. See what I got in here. I think we can get rid of this gold. Don't need to carry it around. Let's try to get more protection. We got 4 points of protection right now. Cursed Hawaiian shirt. Do I not have a Hawaiian shirt already? Because that would be maybe worthwhile to try and bless or enchant. Some food rations. There's a scroll I need to identify. So I could potentially uncurse stuff with this Blessed Scroll of Remove Curse, if there's enough cursed things. I only see a couple right now. Scrolls of Scare Monster are useful. Charging, I got one Scroll of Enchant Weapon, a Scroll of Genocide, one Scroll of Identify, a couple of Scrolls of Magic Mapping, which will be useful in Gehenna. I would like to figure out what these spellbooks are. I might have to go do some dipping. Get more holy water. Gain ability. Some of these I think are just, I'll turn into water. I can use cancellation on them actually. A potion, I don't know what it is. Restorability. Do you not have enough AC? Yeah, I'm with Picaz in terms of I like to have more than -18. Remember, I'm not a Valkyrie, so I don't have the half physical damage. So if I were a Valkyrie and I had my quest artifact, I think I'd be more comfortable. A magic flute. It's interesting. I don't know if you heard that. Let me just make sure my audio is muted here. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna mute my speakers just in case. All right, and get rid of all these. Extra can of grease. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm in voice comms, so let me get out of voice comms here. All right, disconnect. All right. Put some things away. It looks like I do not have a Hawaiian shirt yet. I've got to decide about my robe versus my elven cloak. The stealth is nice, but I think the robe will help me cast spells better. Get rid of the food for now. Get rid of this. Get rid of some wands. I'm not sure about the wand of sleep. Definitely don't need 2 wands of speed monster. Put one away. The extra can of grease. Extra luck stone. Alright, so I have 7,000 gold pieces. Which is not quite enough to get another point of protection. Alright. Bunch of amulets. Right, so I got Grace Wandir. I remember if I may have just found that. I don't remember if that was something which I got for a sacrifice gift. I feel like it was just like a random drop. But yeah, it was just a random drop. And the reason I know that is because I don't have any skill in Saber or the ability to train up Saber. If I got it as a sacrifice gift, I'd be able to train up to basic in Saber, and I would have considered using it as my primary weapon. But as is the only option I would have to actually get proficient at Saber would be to sacrifice for, I think it's like Werebane. There's another artifact Saber you can get. Didn't seem worth it, particularly because I have Frostbrand. Kicking boots. Obviously, I think I have speed boots, right? A bunch of food rations. I've got some K rations. Got royal jelly. No problem with no problem with food rations at all. So I do have some more magic mapping scrolls here. Should be useful once we start to descend. Bunch of spell books. So I think I do want to, like, extra healing and things like that would be useful to have. Some more gain ability here. Am I at the point where I'm pretty much maxed out on attributes? Some more holy water, some water. Looks like I have a lot of stuff here I can turn into water, so probably no shortage of holy water. So start blessing things. Bless spellbooks and read them. Okay, got my candles ready to go. Thanks, Craig. Thanks for stopping by. I know it's late where you are. And move on to more exciting things probably in a little bit here. I just need to figure some things out with my inventory first. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I'll upload the VOD to YouTube as well if you don't catch it before it expires. All right. So let me figure out what I'm going to turn into water here. Confusion is pretty useful. So blindness I can turn to water. Huh. I have 2 potions called confusion and 2 potions of confusion. So this is misidentified. Fix that. They might be booze. Thanks for the lurk, Pikas. A weird day. I hope not weird bad. Confusing. Yeah. I hope things are less confusing. So that should be enough stuff to turn into water for now. Alright, so I'm stressed. Let me move off my stash here and drop a bunch of potions. Fix this called confusion thing. Blindness I can get rid of. Visibility, monster detection, object detection. See invisibility, sleeping. All that can be turned into water. Any other potions in here? So I have 3 more potions to gain ability. I don't think I need restorability. It does allow. It does have this ability to, like a blessed one, I think, will restore drained levels. I might stash it. I don't think I need it. All right, I'm gonna call potions. Call confusion. So yeah, it's like now I have. So I have confusion, call confusion, which is pink. I have one that's not confusion, which is orange. I'm still not sure what it is. I don't know if that was a price ID that I messed up, or if it was booze and I just mislabeled it. So I could potentially zap the Hawaiian shirt with cancellation. That should remove the make it +0. It's probably negative now. I think that's reasonable to do. And then we can enchant it up. Alright, so the see invisible I can get rid of. So I have that's 14 potions. That's plenty. Water for now. And the shirt. So let's see if this cancellation is not empty yet. Probably. Let's take a look. Okay, the Hawaiian shirt is no longer cursed. Oh, a couple things turn into booze/juice. I should have. Well, okay. So I think actually the see invisibility potions all turn into juice, which is unfortunate. So they're not that useful for turning to holy water. So we can get rid of these. Actually, we can call them because those have to be juice because it was see invisibility potions. So we can go ahead and name them. So these are juice. Oh, the healing I probably could have blanked too, but it's fine. Get all my holy water together. Let's get the gain ability. Really, I only have maybe 4 points of attribute gain I can possibly do, which I can easily get from these potions of gain ability. So go ahead and do that. And 12 potions of water. We'll dip them. Five potions of gain ability. Make them blessed. And we'll drink 4 of them. Actually, 2 should get me up to 18 with everything, actually. It's not worthwhile to drink them to get incremental amounts of strength. I could look up what the breakpoint is. I forget. It's Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, so there are different breakpoints for strength. You could look it up. I don't know if we're like a couple points off from the next breakpoint. So it goes to, we need to go up to 51 to get an additional +1 to hit. So that would take a large number of potions. We're not going to go try for that. Okay, so these potions can go away. Unless I lose attributes for some reason. All right, we have scroll books, or sorry, we have spell books here. We can dip them and read them, see if there's anything there worth learning. I got a killer bee coming here. So you have a imp turns your powerless. Oh, magic mapping. I don't think I'll ever be able to cast that. Let me see if I have to have basic in divination. I'm unskilled still. I could look it up. There's Nethack. Spell chance. So if I'm level 20 priest with 18 wisdom, wearing a robe, and I am basic in divination, at best I'll have a 38% chance of failing magic mapping. Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. Let's look at these other spell books here. Knock. Not terribly useful. Next. chameleon here. We can pray, so that's correct still. Continue reading this red spellbook. Force Bolt. Well, it's a way to train up my attack spells. Alright, last one. So Force Bolt has a 2-hit chance based on the enemy's AC, so in the end game it's not terribly useful. So jumping is a level 1 escape. I think it's not as good unless you can get up to higher skill levels with escape spells. So the range of the jump depends on whether you're skilled or expert at escape spells, and I don't think I have the ability to get to that level. So of these, the only one that's really interesting is magic mapping. And still a little bit unsure that I'm going to be able to successfully cast it. Do we have any more enchant armor scrolls? Doesn't look like it. So I have 2. Let's go enchant this Hawaiian shirt. I take everything off. Small shield is not that great. And it reduces my spell casting probability, so I might just get rid of it. So put on the Hawaiian shirt, and we'll enchant it up. Alright, so up to plus 4. It's actually not bad. And we'll wear the rest of our armor. Put the robe on. Put the speed boots on. Leather gloves for sure, and the Mitre of Holiness. I'm going to leave the small shield off for now. And we'll see if that improves our ability to cast spells. Let me start casting Detect Food, just to try and get our divination spells up here. If we can get, you know, a reasonable chance at casting magic mapping, that's going to help a lot down in Gehenna. I don't think anything I have, everything's rust proof, so this rust monster is not very dangerous. We can enchant our weapon a little bit. I don't think I had any other scrolls. No, just the one. But we might as well do it. We'll enchant it. Or bless it, rather. And wield our firebrand. We'll read enchant weapon. And glows blue for a moment. It's up to plus 2. Slowly getting there. Okay. And yeah, so get rid of the small shield. We really wanted the shield reflection to free up our amulet spot for life saving. But I think I crushed the shield of reflection by pushing a rock on it, trying to get it back out of the water, which I don't think works in retrospect. Fireproof robe. So you have one scroll of identify. You can try and get lucky. Try and identify some of this stuff. A towel. A towel's not blessed. Interesting. What can we identify here that we care about? Is a scroll, we're not sure what it is. See how many charges we have on these teleportation wands. And I'm not gonna worry too much about digging. You just basically take a few wands of digging into the plane of Earth, and then good to go. Oh, I have gems I could identify with my touchstone. Interesting. All right. Cloudy potion. These are rings. I don't really want to carry these gems around. I'm thinking about getting rid of this flute too. All right, we're going to try to blessed identify as much as possible here. All right. All right, let's identify our rings first. Shock resistance, increased damage, searching, and fire resistance. Okay. Really want levitation. I think that's the one we're looking for, although it self-identifies. Unless it was a cursed one. Don't think we need any of that. That away. Keep the Elven Cloak for graveyards and things like that. So it's situationally better than the robe. And oh, we have a scroll, a potion. Could price ID them. We know enough about scrolls and potions to probably figure out what they are. All right. The nearest general store, I think, is in the Gnomish Mines. We can go, it's not very far. Did I not bring food? I may not have brought food with me. I have slow digestion, so I'll probably be okay. Alright, let's go to the general store. Price ID, these last few things, and we'll be done. Gonna put on this mummy wrapping. Oh, put the pickaxe in my bag. We could have sold a bunch of gems to get protection too. Although I think, yeah, he's pretty much out of money. Pretty sure he's out of money, actually. Alright, let's see what this 135 in credit. Alright, so we have an 18 charisma. It's a scroll for 135 as a selling price. It's probably, this might be difficult. I wonder if it's different because it's credit. Because they don't have any money. If we can't price ID things because they don't have money to buy them, then that's a problem. Yeah, it's not coming up anything, coming up with anything for these prices. So I feel like credit is a different formula, unfortunately. I don't know what it is, so price IDing is not going to happen, at least not here. We just ate another corpse. I'm not going to risk choking to death. All right. We could also just do the process of elimination and figure out what these things are, I bet. All right. So, scroll. What do we not have identified here for scrolls? So we know identify, we know light. Blank paper, enchant weapon, enchant armor we know. Remove curse we know. Do we know confuse a monster? I don't think we know confuse monster. We know destroy armor, right? Yes, we know destroy armor. Do we know fire? Scroll of fire. We know fire. Do we know food detection? Yes, we know food detection. Do we know gold detection? Let me rename some of these. This will make this a lot easier. I feel like we pretty much know what everything is, so we'll be able to figure out what we don't know just by the process of elimination here. I just can't read this. It's with all my notes. There is a way to do this in bulk. You could edit all of your discovery list. At once. And then I'll look and see if there's anything here or anything left unidentified which would be dangerous to read. Amnesia would be the worst. So this fire gold detection one has got to be gold detection. Because we already have fire identified. So we do know confuse monster. Wait a second here, I'm just gonna copy this. All right, so what do we not know? We do know amnesia, actually. So we know identify, we know light, we know enchant weapon, enchant armor, we know remove curse. We know confuse monster. Definitely saw that one. We know destroy armor. We know fire. We know food detection. We think we know gold detection. We know magic mapping. We know scare monster. We know teleportation. We know amnesia. Do we know create monster? Yes, we know create monster. We know earth. Do you know taming? We know taming. We know charging, genocide. So we're missing punishment and stinking cloud, right? Oh, we're just missing punishment. We already know. Okay, so the unidentified one has to be punishment because we know everything else. See, we got there. All right. So back to the game here. And call this is punishment. Done. You can do the same thing for potions. I don't know if people have the probably boring everybody. Cold detection will be useful in the planes, elemental planes, for finding the portals. So we have a cloudy potion, we don't know what it is, and we have potions called not confusion, we don't know what they are. I take a look at our potions here. Water, extra healing. Do a similar thing here. All right. All right, so we know water. Do we know booze? We don't know booze. So that could definitely be the potion called not confusion. We know juice. We know see invisible. We know sickness, confusion, extra healing, hallucination. Don't know hallucination. We can dip our unicorn horn, that will help. Healing, we know. Holy water, we know. Restorability, we know. Sleeping, we know. Blindness, we know. Gain energy, we know. Invisibility, we know. Monster detection, we know. Object detection, we know. Enlightenment. Don't know enlightenment. Okay. Full healing, we know. Levitation, we know, right? Yep. Polymorph, we know. Speed. We don't know speed. Acid, we know. Oil, we know. And gain ability, we know. Gain level, we know. All right. So hallucination it could be, but that would clear. We have a unicorn horn anyway. And then we could just drink it, pretty sure. Let's check it out. It's a cloudy potion. Call clears question mark, and we'll dip. Ugh, wait a second here. Dip the unicorn horn into it. doesn't clear, so let's go ahead and drink it. So that is speed. All right. So we did manage to identify those just by the process of elimination. Not confusion, I'm pretty sure is booze. If we had an amethyst, we could figure out, right? Do we have an amethyst? Doesn't look like we have an amethyst yet. We could drink it though. If we dip it, it might change actually. Yeah, so that's booze. All right. So I think we know everything but hallucination. Probably because we just cleared it. Take off this mummy wrapping. Wear this robe. I don't think we bother uncursing the Scare Monster Scroll, because we can do it with all three. If we can use the Scare Monster Scrolls one more time, and then once we have a stack of 3 of them, we can uncurse them all at once. We don't know what these wands are. The one's cursed. Probably things like, well, I don't even know if they're directional at this point. But we can put a couple of these wands back in our stash. I'm confused. What was that? Being confused, you find nothing to loot. You find old loot. That's funny. I never knew there were these when you're confused loot messages. All right, potion of booze goes away. Put away these wands. We don't know what they are yet. To be honest, this wand of lightning can probably go. Well, yeah, I can use it to write Elberth, but don't know how many charges it has. Put away a couple of wands of teleportation. Don't need a ring of sustainability. We can put that away as well. Cold and striking have certain uses, so we'll hang on to them for now. Free action, that's the other ring we need. We've not found it yet. So like a wand of polymorph would be pretty useful. I believe we're going in down to the castle next, right? We just did the quest. So next would be the castle. We have to decide if we're going to genocide liches. Let me double check. I may actually have already done so. So I do have that over here. So I did genocide liches and mastermind flares. Okay. I do have one more scroll of genocide in case I need to genocide mind flares as well. All right, AC 20 -22 is okay. It's not amazing, but probably good enough for the castle. We need some food. So let's take a few pieces of food here. I think we'll just take some regular food rations. Once we get to the castle, there'll also be a million K rations and C rations, so I think we're all ready to go down to the castle. So I don't have any form of levitation, right? That's sort of the primary issue that I have right now is no way to get across water. So the Medusa level is I can dig through, but I still need to find a way to get back. I believe I'd already may have dug a hole down through the Medusa level, in which case oh, I have a sack. It's not even a bag of holding. So that's another thing I'm missing is a bag of holding. That's why encumbrance is such an issue. So I like to put this cursed scroll of Scaremonster away, my stash, just to make some room. I do want the scroll of charging for the Wand of Wishing. The scroll of genocide is useful. Ring of Conflict is really useful. Magic Flute could be useful. Alright. So I guess we're gonna go down. We'll go through the hole down past the Medusa level and continue on to the castle to get the Wand of Wishing to try and finish off our Ascension kit here. We're very close to having everything we need. Free action is something I really like to have. People have obviously ascended without it, but I do think it's quite useful. And some sort of levitation is pretty much mandatory. For the plane of air, for instance, if you don't have levitation, you don't have any ability to move around. And just to get past the water levels safely. Although water walking is another option. So we may wish for a Wand of Polymorph if we don't end up getting one. If there are more sinks, we will... So I stashed some things in here. A couple of unicorn horns. Forgive me while I drink here. It is cooling down a little bit, but it's still very hot in this room. Hopefully it'll be quieter than normal. You won't hear all the road noise because I'm in an enclosed room here with some soundproofing. But you may hear the fan. There's a fan running. So it looks like there's a few things here I could polymorph to try and get magic markers, for instance. These are all chaotic things, right? Yeah. already found a ring from that sink. I believe there's a mind flayer in that wall, if I recall correctly. Okay, a Naga. Yeah, so polypiling would be probably the most efficient way to get the remaining things I'm looking for here. Some magic markers so I can enchant up my armor a little more. Free action, some form of levitation. And then there's nice to have things like an amulet of magical breathing, oilskin sack, bag of holding. Okay, so here we are. There's a pit here. That's where I dug down to try and find, I think it was something I lost. Oh, you know what it was? Now I'm not remembering the story correctly here, but it may have been that the nymph stole like boots of water walking. And I was digging down to get them. But I think the thing to do here is just to finish digging through. We'll make a pit, turn the pit into a hole, and we'll dig through to the next level and continue on. Alright, so here we are at the castle level. Put a towel on for a second. There's Medusa. So it's good. We want to stay blind. Minotaur is scary. Actually, this cockatrice would be great if we could get the cockatrice corpse. Shark, giant eels are nasty. Disenchanter's nasty. It's actually 2 disenchanters. We may want to just preemptively genocide those. I'm not seeing any mind flayers. Yeah, so the eels are tough, particularly because we don't have reflection. Sorry, we don't have levitation. We do have reflection. All right, so for immediate dangers here, we have Medusa, Minotaur, Cockatrice. So what can get to us here? Bear trap. Medusa is not dangerous. Ooh, let's wield Frostbrand here. Alright, so we can kill Medusa. Need to watch out about that Minotaur. We have a way to deal with it without just tanking it. Could try the magic flute on it. We've done this before. We've tamed the Minotaur in the castle maze and put it to work. So there's the Minotaur. So we take out the magic flute. Theoretically, it doesn't have good magic resistance. So if we use it here, or does it put to sleep? No, I can't remember. Maybe it's the flute puts things asleep. And it's the harp that tames things. Oh, put nearby monsters to sleep. Okay. So we can take advantage of that and kill this Minotaur while it's asleep. Alright, so now it's awake. So it did a bunch of damage to us. 25 points of damage. So let's go ahead and put it to sleep again. And don't fight... don't fight Minotaurs in a fair fight if you can help it. Alright, we got it. Alright, so it's got a wand. It's probably a wand of digging. Let's go ahead and kill Medusa, who's not dangerous when you're wearing your blindfold. There's Medusa's corpse. So now that Medusa's killed, we can remove the blindfold or the towel and see what we picked up here. Scroll of teleportation. Not terribly useful. So we can actually use our flute to try and find the past tune here. Which I haven't done in a while. So we'll have to sort of figure it out. It's the game of Mastermind. So normally I ignore the gate altogether because it's dangerous. And I prefer to just float around to the back door. But in this case, let's think about it. I think we just go ahead and use our uncursed scroll of genocide on disenchanters here. They're real pain. Of all the things that are in there, I think that's the best use for that scroll right now. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, disenchanter. They're all gone. We'll take note of that. And then we'll go ahead and try and... Oop, that's the wrong one. Run notes. Here it is. All right. Let's go ahead and try and figure out the past tune here. I know there are like clever strategies for doing this. There's actually optimal ways to do it, but I'm not going to be able to figure that out. And I'm not going to try it without using a spoiler. I don't think it's that hard. So I just have to look up one thing, which is what sounds it makes when you get it correct, or when it's correct but not in the right place. The past tune, if you make a correct, a tumbler click is a correct note in the wrong place, and a gear turn means you have a correct note in the correct place. Okay. So we wanted to apply our magic flute. We're not going to improvise. We'll do A. We extract a strange sound. Should be closer, actually. I feel like a knight's move from the drawbridge is where you have to be. So there's there's eels here. I could grease my cloak, or my robe rather, and that will keep me safe from it. I do have teleportation as well, so if I would rather not waste charges, but in case there's I'm gonna get drowned, I can use it. So a can of grease here. Apply it. I'm gonna grease my robe. And this will prevent me from being grabbed by the eel here. So now I can go and kill these eels. And now that my knights move away from the drawbridge, which I think is the appropriate place to be, I will again use the magic flute. I will not improvise, and I'll do A again. 2 gears turn, so there are 2 A's somewhere. And we can go and figure out exactly where they are, basically by exhaustively trying that, right? Let's see. Run notes. So we know there are 2 A's. So we can figure out where they are. So play X, won't improvise. Well, let's see. Oh, A, B, B, B. 2 tumblers click and 1 gear turn. All right, so we went from, so we have 1 thing in the right place. Actually, let me try this again. What if we do... All right, so we have 1 tumbler click, 1 gear turn. Two gears turn. It'd be useful if we could know a note where there isn't any. Like if we just sort of check them all. So there's no C's, for instance. So that actually is really useful to eliminate. So like we could try A, C, 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 C. 1 tumbler click. All right, so we have a correct note in the wrong place. So it's not A in the first position. C, A, C, C, C. 1 tumbler click. So wrong place again. One gear turn. Okay, so we know it's an A in the third place, so it's XXA, XX. We know there's one more A. It's going to be in the one of the last 2 places. So CCA, CA. 2 gears turn. All right. So we know that there's an A in the 3rd and 5th position, and there's no C's. I should put that here. 0 C's. So see how many B's there are. So apply X, and we'll do BB. Say no. BB, A, B, A. You know, let's do C's here, because we already know that those are A's. Let's not confuse things by getting those tumbler clicks. Well, or gears turn, rather. I mean, we can just subtract that, right? All right. 3 gears turn. So we have 1 B is in the correct place. So we'll figure out which one it is. So first we'll do C, we'll do B, C, A, C, A. So it's not in the first place. Try the second one. This is, all right, here we go. Oh, you're wasting charges here. We don't want to improvise. So we want to do C, B, A, C, A. So that's the wrong place too, so it's got to be It's got to be ABA. We'll double check, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. So if we do apply X, we don't improvise, and we do CC ABA, we should get 3. 3 gears turn, okay. So now we just need to figure out the first 2, they're not C. So let's try D. See if either of those are D. DD, ABA. Nothing. So no D's. So they have to be E's. I believe. So EE, ABA. 4 gears turn. Okay, there's an F too, right? So one of those is an F. So let's try EF, ABA. That was wrong. So FE, ABA. 4 gears turn. There's a G too, huh? All right. So it's going to be G, E, ABA. Okay. So that's it. G, E, ABA. And so now we have an option. We could crush things with the drawbridge. There's a real danger here, which I need to remember. You don't want to be in the drawbridge squares. Basically, in these spaces, when soldiers might use a wand of striking and bring the drawbridge down on you. That's instant death. So we can fight from this position safely. And then once we've cleared everything out, we sort of go through this space, pick up any loot we want, and quickly move through. Just being careful that there isn't anything that potentially with a wand that might cause problems. The other thing we can do, we should probably do right now actually, is let's remove the ring of protection. And we'll take out our ring of conflict and put that on. So we'll start having them fight amongst themselves, and we'll wait here and fight everything from a knight's move away from the drawbridge, which I believe should be perfectly safe. So yeah, they're all fighting. So this is version 3.6 still. In version 3.7, I was informed, Luxy Dream told me, they've changed conflict. So it's related on your intelligence and charisma, how effective it is, which makes characters like Valkyries less likely to be able to use conflict. Also, you need to be visible to the creatures in order for the conflict to work. So like I'm currently invisible, therefore it would not work. I'll just put this pass tune is GE ABA, just in case I want that one again. Go back here. Yes, we have invisibility and see invisible. So they're all fighting. I'm gonna let them do that. See if any of them come out here. I think that's a shark, the number 2, so not terribly dangerous. At least it won't wrap around me. So as far as sea monsters go, shark's not terrible. I should just hit escape whenever there's this more. We're going to we're gonna let them fight it out quite a bit here until anyone steps next to us. So it looks like a giant dropped a boulder, so maybe they blocked. No, there's still a way to get there, huh? Here comes the troll. I don't have a tinning kit or any way to really deal with trolls very well. If it has a pole arm, it's gonna be a pain. There it comes. Alright. We will kill this troll. So it does have a wand of striking right there. Very dangerous. But we'll kill it. Take that wand of striking away. Pick up this K ration too. The rest of this we don't really care about. We could try and eat the rock troll corpse. Although with a ring of slow digestion, we're less likely to be able to do so. I guess we haven't eaten in a while. We were able to do it, so that's good. Don't have to continuously kill that rock troll forever. Here comes a soldier, maybe. Put my towel on. This is like fewer things in there. There's nothing right now which has line of sight to the drawbridge, so I could sneak through at this moment, which I'm tempted to do. Alright, made it. I'll take the towel off. Okay, there is a fire elemental over there. I am fire resistant though, so not a big deal. Actually, they're almost completely toothless once you have fire resistance. So we're away from the drawbridge, so we're safe for the moment, and we can continue through this castle. Just carefully don't get surrounded, particularly captains, things like that can deal a lot of damage. Just double check my inventory here. I don't have anything that's gonna burn. Stalker Corpse, Blessed Scroll of Earth is kind of interesting. Escape tool. Might actually want that. I don't really care about the sea rations. The bugle is actually kind of interesting. It can be used to scare things away, like sea monsters or air elementals. I don't think we care about any of that. The K rations we'll take. And push this boulder and see what's here. Push for confusion. Guess we can grab that. And we could be trying on these gloves actually. We might get lucky and find a pair of leather gloves which are more enchanted than our +0 pair. And we know they're not cursed. It's a benefit of being a priest, is you can just try things on. We try on large shields too. Again, it will interfere with our spell casting. So it's just a question of whether that's worth potential AC or not. Let's roll +0. Create monster. We sort of want to just get rid of that. It doesn't get red on us. Another pair of leather gloves there I can try on. Another pair of leather gloves. I don't know if it's true, but I just feel like soldiers almost never have enchanted weapon armor. I don't know if there's any truth to that, or if it's just confirmation bias. So what we want to do is we want to take off our robe for now. We want to take out our elven cloak. We'll wear that. Now that we're, we have these barracks here. A lot easier to deal with the barracks if you don't wake them all up. So having the stealth is going to be very useful. And it's just a matter of not letting any soldiers use a bugle. Boulder misses me. Okay. Who's throwing a boulder? Oh, the giant mummy. Okay. So conflict is again doing work here. Really the best thing about it is things, they divide their attention, so they're not all coming after you. A potion of full healing is nice. We could also bless some potions of full healing and use them just to increase our max HP. Could try and eat this isotope corpse. We just ate something not too long ago. No, it didn't work. We'll just have to keep killing this thing for a while. Don't really have any way to prevent it from coming back. Oh, so we could actually take off conflict now. These things are all peaceful, right? Yeah. And we're going to be using stealth to deal with the barracks, so I don't think we need conflict until they get woken up. Cursed leather gloves, alright. Try on these leather gloves. Yeah, we lost an AC due to switching out our robe for an elven cloak, but it's definitely worth it. So if we can kill the soldiers in one hit, they won't get a chance to use a bugle. Particularly wands. Gotta get these wands away from them. Those will also bounce if they use them, and they'll end up... See, we're already burdened just from like 5k rations. We don't have a bag of holding. We can do actually is stash stuff in this chest. Once we get a bag of holding, a blessed bag of holding, we're going to be in much better shape. So punishment, charging, and levitation. So put a bunch of stuff away. Things we don't need. The K rations. Scroll of Create Monster. Blessed Scroll of Earth. Confusion. Full healing. We put the protection ring on while we're currently don't have our conflict on. Alright. That should do it. Alright, so we're not currently burdened. We can also sit on that throne to try and identify things, if there are things to identify. Blessed leather gloves. Those are, even if they're +0, they're better than what we have. And they're +0. But they're still blessed. Pair of leather gloves we can try on. Or someone can tell me if soldiers have a particularly low probability of having enchanted armor or something. but it could just be just the way it works. High boots should just be normal leather boots. There's a bugle there. All right, nothing there. Nothing of interest there. There's a K ration. K rations are particularly good because you can eat them into a single turn. So if you get in trouble, for instance, if you're fighting famine, a K ration can save your life. Cursed Potion of Confusion. Don't think we care. Leather gloves, try them on. Just another pair of leather gloves. There are no doors on the barracks. I wonder if there used to be. It's a sergeant, a wand of invisibility. I think that can stay right where it is. We don't really care about that at all. I was going to put on my ring of protection, extra point of protection, and I think it increases your magic cancellation as well. Now let's take care of this other barracks. I'm trying a bunch of gloves at once here. Wand of striking. Alright. Oh, they're +0. Yeah, I mean, like, they're all +0. That might just be the way it is. Oh, Squirrel Create Monster. Kind of a pain. Ah, oh, drink a potion of gain level. Definitely wanted that. A lockpick. Pole cleaver. Just thought it'd be interesting to try a game when you use different pole arms. The issue is it's a little bit more difficult. You can't just run into things. You have to actually apply them. So it takes like 2 or 3 keystrokes every time you attack. So I just think it'd be kind of annoying. See, there's a wand of cold waking everyone up. Or waking some people up. Woke the sergeant up. Pick up that wand of cold. Here, it would be a nice place to have free action here. I mean, it's not super dangerous. There are other forms of paralysis which are much worse. But getting paralyzed in a bad place is always bad. There's a bugle there. Another blessed pair of leather gloves. There's a K ration. Don't care about the scroll of light. Alright. Everything was +0. And someone can tell me if maybe that's just the way it is. Maybe soldiers never carry enchanted armor. Let's go find the Wand of Wishing. Another couple K rations. Another pair of leather gloves. +0 leather gloves. Oop. So look, they're sleeping. I didn't know that they would be sleeping outside of the barracks. Wand of Digging. Pick that up. Another pair of leather gloves. To cache some of this stuff because we're burdened. Get rid of K rations. Some ones of cold. Ones of digging. Ones of striking. Should be good enough. Keep looking. Okay, so the Wand of Wishing's got to be down here somewhere. There it is. Another pair of leather gloves. Another pair of +0 leather gloves to try. Alright, so here's the Cursed Scroll of Scaremonster, the chest, and Elbereth. Crystal Wand, we'll call that. Wishing. It's crystal, which is like extra dangerous. You just have to be careful of you don't drop it while you're levitating. We're gonna put it in the bag. We just don't want it to get like a shocking sphere or something to destroy it. Some dragons to deal with. Should be a secret passageway right here. Unfortunately, so now we're at the point where we need levitation. So there's some secret passage or trapdoors right here. So we can sit on this throne, take out things which we would like to get identified if there is anything. Well, it'd be nice to know how many charges there are for the Wand of Wishing. So we'll take that out. And we'll sit. Oh, nothing. So we don't really know how many charges are in that wand. We do have a Scroll of Identify, though. So let's go ahead and use that. We'll bless it. Anything else we want to identify? Do we care about how many charges there are on those wands of cold? Probably not. Probably won't even taking them with me. I have one, I think. Yeah, I have one in my bag. And for cases when you need to freeze water. All right. Let's identify this. I didn't even bless it, but that's fine. I just want to know how many charges we have. So we have 2. All right. And we have a Scroll of Charging as well. So I think polypiling is probably the next thing we do. So we know what we need to wish for. Put this Wand of Wishing into my bag so it doesn't get accidentally destroyed or stolen. And I'd like to take this stuff down to my stash. If it doesn't make us more than just burdened, I think we can do it. There's gonna be an issue here, which is that we can't get back to the stash to do polypiling without levitation. So we go up those stairs, we're going to be sort of stuck. So I think we maybe wish for a form of levitation first. Rings of levitation can be dangerous in that they can be destroyed. Boots of levitation have a benefit in that they can't be destroyed by like a shocking spear, and can't be dropped into water and drown. So it sounds like we should wish for... We also have potion of levitation. We could bless it and use it to get back to our stash, potentially. How many turns does blessed or levitation last? Like, how dangerous is that? 250 to 299 turns. At least 250. There should be plenty of turns to get across. And back to the upstairs. I mean, for maximum efficiency, this is what we should do. So carry as much as we can, while just getting burdened at most. I have a Blessed Scroll of Charging, so I don't think I need to take this one. Although, if I can carry it, it'd be useful for recharging magic markers. I think we can leave the Blessed Scroll of Earth. It's kind of an escape item that we may want, but I don't need to carry it with me. We want the Potion of Levitation. The Ring of Gain Constitution is a good polymorph target. And I guess we take the full healing as well. Okay, slightly burdened we can deal with. So let's take out holy water again. And we'll bless the potion of levitation. So we know that it will last at least 250 turns. I'm not still wearing conflict, right? No. I heard some noises. I don't know. It said I heard. You hear some noises. That's usually when things are fighting. I don't know what would be fighting what without conflict on. Hey, Shadow Rider. No, still playing 3.6. So this is I'm continuing my priest ascension run from before I went on vacation. So this is I'm returning to this after a month. Continuing 3.6 and attempting to ascend a priest. How are you, Shadow Rider? I heard you you've been doing speedrunning successfully. I forget the specifics, but I think you've been doing well with the speedrunning aspect of it. I'm over here with my my slow running. I'll just call it a long play. How about that? Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. I mean, it was a bit of a shock to come back and all of a sudden have to deal with like mowing my lawn and things like that. Hey, check-in. Are you the check-in from the Minecraft server who I know? Let's see here. Let's be careful here. Not throw myself into the water. A Helm of Brilliance. Huh. I already have the Mitre of Holiness, so I'm not going to worry about that. Welcome, check-in. So I created a survival multiplayer Minecraft server for me and my my son and his friends to all play on, and so that's been a fun thing to do. All right, let me drink this potion. Let me just think for a second here if I want to try and find the shield reflection. So like if I break this statue over here, it might have that shield of reflection. Might also be water walking boots, which would be interesting. Potentially. How's the game? Check-in asks. Yeah, this game's going well. Like, I am trying to win the game with a priest for the first time ever. Priest is one of the classes in this game, which is Nethack. I think here. I think with 250 turns of levitation, I should be able to safely check out the Perseus statue. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't think it's dangerous at all. So I'm going to drink my blessed levitation. Oh, there's going to be an issue here, which is even if I do get to the Perseus statue and... Oh, thanks for the follow, check-in. Appreciate it. So if I even get to the Perseus statue and I break it open, I'm not going to be able to pick anything up off the ground because I'll be floating above it. So 93885, I have 250 or more turns. So what's that math? 93885 plus 250. 94. I'll say 9400. 941. 94,100, and then we're have to get back to safety. So let's go ahead and float over. We'll break the statue just to see if it's even worth worrying about. One nice thing about a potion of levitation is nymphs can't steal your ring and drown you. Okay, so I'm gonna break this statue, take a look what's here. So there is the shield. So the shield reflections here, we do want that because it will free up our amulet slot for amulets of life saving. But I can't get it. I don't have a bullwhip or grappling hook or anything. So I don't have any way to pick that up. So we're gonna go ahead and float back up stairs here well before the potion has any chance of running out. So float up to the next level, and let's go to the stash. All the way back up to level 2. And we'll go ahead and wish for a wand of polymorph and do some polypiling. And that will hopefully get us some things, a ring of levitation, a ring of free action, maybe even amulet of life saving, things like that. See what we get, and then we can wish for the rest of the things. Oh, I should also pick up those extra unicorn horns and that bag of tricks on the way. They may polymorph into magic markers if I haven't already gone past that level. I believe I left a note, stash by stairs or something. So if I didn't already pass it, I'll look for it. Stash by upstairs. Alright, so this is it. Alright, so my levitation ran out at 94158. I forget exactly what I said. I think I said 94,100 would be the danger zone. So about what that was true. Hey, Lexi Dream. Yes, I'm back from vacation. I'm back to the real world. Returning to this Priest Ascension, which I haven't played in a month. My brain. Welcome, Tennisau. Nice to see you. Have you not seen roguelikes before? This is it definitely is a pretty steep learning curve in terms of just getting used to what you're looking at, but I'll take these rings too. See if I can carry all this. Spellbook of Polymorph. I think I decided I'd never be able to cast Polymorph as a priest. Okay, still just burdened. And carry all that stuff with me. Yeah, for people who've never seen Nethack before, this little @ symbol here is right here is the player. In this case, I'm a human priest. Playing Nethack at a speedrunning marathon soon. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I hope you if you haven't already, or if you're not already planning to, please post the date and time of that in like the Discord, the roguelike Discord, because I don't want to miss it. I think that'd be really cool. And it's for charity, right? Is it EDM or something? I want to say it's electronic dance music, but I feel like that's the name of the event as well. And you're doing you're starting Nethack speedrunning at a very specific time. It was something like 11:35 or something. European ESA, okay. not EDM, ESA. European Speedrunner Assembly. Yeah, so for people in the chat who don't know, Luxy Dream is the current world record holder for speedrunning Nethack. So this is the game in which it takes me like 20 to 40 hours, I would say. I mean, I'm slow, but it takes me like at least 20 hours to ascend a character. And Luxy Dream does it in sub 1 hour. In fact, I think his last record stands at 49 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. And he's aiming for a 40-minute, a sub 40-minute run. So absolutely blisteringly fast. And I'm very impressed by people who are able to speedrun this game. Shadow Rider is also a speedrunner. Shadow Rider, what's your best time? Is it, have you done an hour before? I know you've done it sub 2 hours. I know you've done it very fast. But it's all fast as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I know Shadow Rider is also a very good speedrunner. I don't remember what 113. Wow, that is insane. I think anyone who can do 2 hours for this game is a god, in my opinion. And people are getting close to an hour or less than an hour. I just don't even understand it. All right, so my first wish is for Wanda Polymorph, and 112, the 112. Me and Mark Rutzow. I actually don't know what you're talking about, but you can explain it. Please elucidate me. So, an old speedrunning meme. Gotcha, got it. My knowledge of memes is pretty poor. All right, Wanda Polymorph is the first thing we want. So, I don't think it doesn't matter if it's blessed or whatnot, so we just wish for Wand of Polymorph. Wand of Polymorph. An Iridium Wand. Me and Mark Rutzow skipped 113. I am a effin' legend. I've never seen a 113, and I never effin' will. 112, baby. Till the day I effin' die. Right here. It's this one. My insane pace. Right here. This is the 112. Right here. Yes. Dude, what a Sorry, I already read it. Here's the clip. I might be able to play it. But it would take me like some funky configuration here with audio and stuff. So, but everyone else can watch it. Let me know if I didn't block links, so I think everyone should be able to see that. But let me know if Twitch blocks it for you. I will watch it. I'll watch it later. Actually, what I'll do is I'll open it in another tab here, and what game is this? Is it GoldenEye or something? I can't tell. All right, let me get a bunch of stuff out to polypile. GoldenEye. Nice. I actually never played GoldenEye. This is a PlayStation game. A PlayStation game, right? I sort of skipped straight from, like, I think the original Nintendo was the last console I played with any you know, for any amount of time, and then I went to the PC. I think I was playing like Deus Ex when people were playing GoldenEye. I might have those years completely off, but you know, something like that. So amulets, let's go ahead and see if we can get some better amulets. Nintendo 64. Yeah, I never got up to that. Never got up to that level of console. I had an Atari 2600. That was Atari 7800 was my first console, and then we got. I always had computers when I was growing up. My dad was a university professor, and my mom worked for the school system, so they're able to bring computers home. So I had like an IBM 286, Intel computer, and my mom brought home like an Apple II or something. I don't think I'm really looking for any armor to speak of. So I can just not worry about polymorphine armor or rations. Scrolls. I mean, I could do it just because it's a different material, because it's paper. Sure. I'll do some scrolls. See if we get some better scrolls out of it. I'm not going to worry about polymorphine spellbooks because I think they lose sort of like durability, but the number of times they can be read every time they're polymorphed goes down. Potions, I could also polymorph potions. I guess I'll polymorph these potions of juice, for instance. Sickness. That should be fine. Okay, so I definitely want to do rings. So I'll do stacks of rings probably. Not old enough to own GoldenEye. Yeah, I think GoldenEye was one of the. I definitely remember it being a pretty old game. Like, I want to say I was in college, or maybe even high school when that game came out. So it must have been like. Well, I could look it up, but was it late '90s, 2000s, something like that? Early 2000s? Definitely an old game. There's no way I'm going to be able to carry all this. I'm not going to polymorph any wands. Oh, the old computers. Yeah. You had an N64. You played Tomb Raider, MS-DOS Rayman, but never had old computers you're talking about. I remember my friend got one of the very first dedicated 3D processors. It was like a Voodoo, and it worked like a pass-through. So you take like your normal 2D video card, and you take an analog VGA cable, and you take a little like a jumper. So it would be like video out, analog video out to analog video into this Voodoo card, and then you take your analog video out from the Voodoo card, and that would go to your monitor, your CRT. And it was like top of the line when he had it, and he played things like Tomb Raider on that, and I used to come over and watch and be like, ooh, pretty graphics. So I want to definitely try and polymorph as many of these unicorn horns as I can. Magic whistle, although I might hang on to that. Any magical tools? There's no way I'm going to carry all that. What can I put away? Can put away Firebrand for now. Just Elven, the robe. away has some K rations. These wands of digging. A little, like wand of sleep for minotaurs maybe. The flute's been done well, but I think the flute can go away. Alright, just trying to clean out some space here so I can pull out a bunch of stuff to try and polymorph into better things. Alright. Good enough. Put a bunch of stuff in my sack rather, and we'll try and pull some more things out of the box here. Yeah, my first personal computer was a Pentium 75, so it's at the 75 megahertz processor. It's like pretty good for the time. I think I had like 8 megabytes of memory, like in a single stick, and I can't remember, like a 500 megabyte hard drive maybe, something like that. My dad and I bought the parts and put it together. We got a really nice sound card. It was a Turtle Beach Monterey. It's a really nice like prosumer quality sound card with like a good FM synthesizer on it. Those were the days. All right. Way too many rings here, actually. Take out some of them, not all of them, and I'll try and take out as many unicorn horns as I can. Alright, so you can do like some stacks of rings here, and then some unicorn horns as well. You can do like 5 stacks. Or 6. Let's go over here. I believe the range is 7, actually. It's somewhat unlikely. For you to actually polymorph things 7 spaces out, but might as well try. No, not that one. So drop some unicorn horns out here. And then I'll do some stacks of rings. Something like stacks of 4 are supposed to be good. If I sort of amulet change, we'll drop cold resistance, we'll drop one of our extra rings of conflicts, and see invisible. Right. Extra amulet of reflection, and gain strength, hunger, and invisibility. One more stack here. Amulet versus poison, gain constitution, visibility, and protection from shape changers. Alright, so that's a bunch of stacks of stuff. So we'll go ahead and zap our wand of polymorph in that direction. Let's go see what we got. So we got a shiny ring, a wire ring, we don't know what those are. We can actually it'd be nice to know what these things are, but can Clay ring, twisted ring. Put some stuff down while we're here. All right. Concave amulet. Not sure what that is. Another wire ring. I think we already have one of those. Yeah. Pyramidal amulet. Here's a bag. Nice. It's not a bag of tricks. So it's got to be holding or an oilskin sack, both of which are useful. There's unicorn horn and unicorn horn. Okay. Start dropping some more unicorn horns down here. See if we can get some more magical tools out of them. All right. Move out of the way, please. All right. We'll zap our wand to polymorph again. A scroll identify, we actually want that. I don't know what the pyramidal amulet is. I don't think we have an ivory ring yet. So we definitely want to identify that. A magic whistle. Scroll of enchant weapon, we actually do want that. Ring of increased damage, teleportation. Wire ring, we already have one of those. Don't know what it is yet. Oh, this ape is hostile. Let's pick it up and drop it over here. Okay, these didn't polymorph. It's a stack of 3. Drop one more thing. Okay. Some other things I already have. All right. Good enough. I don't spend a lot of time trying to get it exactly perfect, but so this expensive camera, I believe, is a mundane tool, so that we can just drop. Same thing with the blindfold. A gold ring, I think that's a new one. These unicorn horns. So I'm gonna actually zap from this direction. Let me just drop a couple more scrolls here. Just make our stacks a little bigger. Yeah, good enough. We'll zap from this direction. See if we can get some of these magical tools polymorphed. Magic whistle, a figurine of a white unicorn. That's interesting. Looking glass is nothing special. Scroll of enchant weapon, we actually want that. Okay. Let's move some stuff over here. Figurine is magic. All right, one more time. Oh, nothing happens, right? Nothing happens, so that's empty. We could charge it. But let's go ahead and identify what we already found. We can always come back and do some more polypiling. You charge it and do some more polypiling if we just don't find what we need. So we did get a scroll of identify. So let's see if we can get lucky here. If we get lucky, we can identify everything at once with it. Nope. Let's check out the amulets first. Magical breathing is good. Definitely want that. Restful sleep is bad. Let's check out these rings. Free action. Nice. That's one of the 2 rings we really, really want. And a ring of stealth is interesting. I think it's actually worth keeping over carrying around an elven cloak, which I think we're actually wearing right now. Yeah. It's like we can actually wear our robe instead. And so restful sleep we don't care about. Magical breathing we're gonna want, but basically only when we're coming back up and before we go to the plane of water. The elven cloak we can get rid of now that we have a ring of stealth that we can wear if we get to places where there are barracks or graveyards. So we could get a magic marker. We don't have a bunch of paper. I guess we probably used up all the paper last time we had a magic marker. We have stuff we can turn into paper. Scrolls of teleportation. Scroll of fire. Food detection. Stinking cloud. Amnesia. Punishment. Lights. All those we can turn into paper. Let's drop scrolls. Get rid of all this stuff, all this junk. That should be plenty of paper. All right, we're gonna zap them with cancellation. And we have tons of paper. And what I'll do is I'll dip like most of them, just in case we want to make some cursed scrolls. So I'll take a 1 potion of holy water, and I'll dip like, I don't know, 12 of them. All right, so we have 12. Oh, well, I dipped all of them. Okay, that's fine as well. So we have blessed paper, so we can wish for a uncursed magic marker. Is that wand in my inventory? No. All right, our second wish is going to be for a magic marker. All right. We'll have to charge the wand of wishing next. But let's go ahead and write a scroll of identification. We'll figure out what the rest of these rings are. So all right, and we'll read that. All right, so we got everything, which is great. So the magic marker, there's 4 left on the cancellation, which is nice. Polymorph is empty. Oh, we do have a bag of holding. Excellent. And a ring of polymorph. Okay. Cool. So let's bless that bag of holding and put everything into it. That's going to make a huge difference in our encumbrance levels. So start by taking out potion of holy water. We'll dip our bag of holding in there. Where is it? There it is. Empty bag of holding. No, that's not right. There we go. All right, so now we have a blessed bag of holding. Let's take everything out of our, everything that we can, we'll take out of our normal sack here. And then let's apply the bag of holding and we'll put stuff in it. Put away these food rations. Scare monster. All right. So, free action we're going to wear. Ring of stealth we can put into the bag of holding. Do not put a wand of cancellation in your bag of holding if you don't want to lose all of your stuff. Wand of cold I think we can put in the bag of holding. And don't put a bag of tricks in there either. Let's put a magic whistle in there just in case we ever want one to deal with pets. And actually I think I have one in the box as well. Yeah, I have a magic whistle in here, which you can also try on polymorph. Our Wand of Speed monster can go in there, just in case we lose our intrinsic speed. Wand of Striking can go in there. I think it's very few uses for it now. So we're running out of stuff we can put in there. Wear my robe. Put away this mummy wrapping, and so I'm gonna wear free action. I could put conflict in there. Yeah, might as well, so it doesn't get destroyed. And anything else? I don't think so. All right, so now we have an empty sack. Yes. So let's get rid of that empty sack. And we will adjust our bag of holding to B. And we'll put things in there instead. Like the touchstone, I can put it in the bugle, the touchstone. All right, so let's charge the, well, blessed charge the Wand of Wishing. So we have two, I think we have two scrolls of charging. One's not blessed, but we can also charge the Wand of Polymorph. Try and get that ring of, levitation, which we really want. Being a little bit cavalier with our holy water here, but all right, Blessed Scroll of Charging. We're charging the one to polymorph. So now we have 5 more charges on that. So we're going to drop some more rings, drop some more magical tools, and we'll see what we get. So here, Restful Sleep, we don't want that. Ring of Endurement, Ring of Aggravate Monster, Ring of Cold Resistance. Bag of Tricks can go. Magic Whistle. What else? Ring of Fire Resistance. We want free action. We don't need poison resistance. We don't need polymorph. Don't need See Invisible. 2 more stacks here. So let's, we have a +0 unicorn horn, and we have this figurine. All right, so there's some stacks. We'll start from this side. So lost that, Bag of Tricks. Those are all things we know. Tin Whistle is mundane, so we lost that one. And okay, we know all those rings. So we have another stack here. What can we drop? Ring of Protection from the shape changers. We can polymorph. And we could actually, we're not going to wear this Ring of Protection anymore. So we can drop that. We're going to wear free action pretty much all the time. It's going to be free action, slow digestion, and we'll have stealth, levitation for when we need those things. Towel, magic lamp, can of grease. I think that's it. A bag of tricks. All right. So we're reducing the number of things here. Another bag of holding. There's a pearl ring. We don't know what that is. Find out what that is. Ring of hunger. Can of grease. I mean, we already have 2, I think. I think our can of grease has maybe like 15 charges left or more. Unlikely to need more than that. I'm just gonna zap again from this angle. I lost a bunch of stuff there. Blindfold. Drop that. Another ring of stealth. All right. And a towel. There's a sack. And aggravate monster. I basically just have these 5 rings left here. 1 more charge. We'll use it. Hunger, conflict, shock resistance. Okay. So 1 more ring, which we don't know what it is. I'll take the can of grease. All right, so we have 1 more ring to identify. Do we have anything else to identify? Not really. We can write another scroll of identify. I'll read it. So it's levitation. There we go. And that can of grease only has 3 charges, so we don't care about that. Actually, we could use it right now. We'll use those charges up. We'll grease our helmet. Let's see. And we'll grease our robe. Oh, it's already greased. So, get rid of that. Anything else in here? All right, so we can get rid of at least one ring of conflict. Get rid of the ring of hunger. We need levitation. We need the rest of this stuff. Get rid of this can of grease. How many tiles do I have? I just have the one, okay. All right, so let's charge our Wand of Wishing. Let's make sure I have it in my inventory. I do. Blessed Scroll of Charging. And we'll charge our Wand of Wishing. And we have another 3 wishes. All right, so what are we missing? I mean, if we were a little bit greedy, we could get like gauntlets of dexterity. Definitely not completely necessary, but it's something we could get. We have a magic marker. We can enchant up our armor better. The Mitre of Holiness would be the next thing I'd probably enchant up in our robe. We have 2 scrolls of enchant weapon. Actually, we can get rid of the scroll of teleportation. We don't need that. So we have all the rings we need. We have levitation, free action, slow digestion, and conflict. We have magic breathing. We haven't gotten life saving yet. We will find it eventually, but as a shield of reflection, we know that's on the Medusa level. And an oilskin sack eventually we'll want. Potentially try and polypile these tools I've been setting aside. Try and get the oilskin sack from this stuff over here. Blindfolds and tin whistles and all that. Elven boots. Oh. So we have some tools here. We could try and get an oilskin sack. I don't know what our chances are. There's a leash too. So we could recharge our Wand of Polymorph and try and get that. Or we could just wish for it, but don't know what the chances are. All right, let's see. If we bless our enchant weapon scrolls, we're likely to get up to +5 or +6 on Firebrand, which would be nice. So let's go ahead and do that. Kind of running out of holy water again. Go through it quick. You feel like you have infinite amounts of it, but you can easily go through it. Blue for a moment, so it's up to +3. Blue for a while, so it's up to +5. We just need one more blessed scroll of enchant weapon to get up to +7. And then we'll have double damage on demand, pretty much, which will be nice. So I think we go into the closet, our changing closet down here, and enchant up our armor with this magic marker. So let's take off everything except our magical helmet here. Gloves will be the last thing I enchant. So I'm likely to... Okay, so I'm just wearing the Mitre of Holiness. So let's start using my magic marker. Enchant armor. And so we got up to +3 already. Nice. So one more should do it. For a while. Nice, we're up to +5. Cool. So now we can do our robe, I think. Our AC should be pretty good. I should have done a scroll of charging, actually. It's kind of a mistake. Big mistake, actually. Well, we've got wishes. We can figure it out. We can do another magic marker, maybe. Sort of being the other thing that we're likely to want anyway. So yeah, I definitely should have done a scroll of charging first. All right, so we're up to +3 on the robe. Another lucky hit there, and I think we get another magic marker, and then we do a couple scrolls of charging. That gives us, 3 uses of magic marker here. So let's do that. That'll leave us 2 wishes for just to fill things in later. All right. No, I don't want to break it. I want to zap it. Thank you. All right, so we have another magic marker. So we want to use this one. And we need a couple scrolls of charging for the magic markers. With 6 charges, I think we can try and get a magic mapping. I don't think it's likely, but there's some chance we can get magic mapping with that many charges. So let's give it a try. Oh, we got it. Nice. And we're down to 2 charges, so now we can just charge it. So we'll charge this magic marker. So now we have 50 again. I think we want one more. Yeah, we want one more enchant armor. Read that just for a moment. So we only got up to +4 on the robe, but I think we're still pretty good shape here for AC. I'm not sure we need much more than what we already have. Let's see. So we put that on, put that on. All right, so we're up to -30, which should be plenty for the end game. Again, if I was greedy, I could go for Gauntlets of Dexterity and enchant them up. I think I'll save the wishes at this point, just to kind of fill things in later. Let's get one more Scroll of Enchant Weapon, just to finish that off. All right. For a while, nice. All right, so we've got +7 on both, which is great. So we're done with weapons. I think we're pretty much done with armor, unless we... Well, we're probably going to pick up that Shield of Reflection. So that's going to give us another couple points of AC. We could enchant it later if we find scrolls. So I think our AC is going to be totally fine. So we have some blessed scrolls with blank paper we can use for genocide later. I think for like sea monsters. We have another blessed scroll of charging for that other magic marker. I think we're pretty much ready to go here. All right, I was going to charge the wand of polymorph, so let's write one more scroll of charging. We will blessed charge the wand of polymorph. It gives us 7 this time, so even better. And let's go ahead and let's grab a couple more tools here. What else do we have? Looking glasses. Just give ourselves the best chance we can to potentially get a oilskin sack here. Probably not ideal to put multiple looking glasses in the same stack. When you lose things to shuddering vibrations, you lose everything of the same type, so everything that's glass would disappear. Some lanterns, a bell, oil lamp, iron hook. I think iron hook is a grappling hook, which is kind of interesting. I don't think we need it. Large box. Of course, the stone giant is here in the way. You can move the boulder. So grappling hooks, I think, have interesting sort of use cases. We're trying to think of what they might be useful for. I think you can use them like a bullwhip to pick things up while you're levitating, for instance. Do I want to eat this stone giant corpse? It's like some chance that I can't do it. All right, we did finish. Did not get stronger. Let's drop this scroll of teleportation. And we'll drop this scroll of create monster. All right, let's try again. Stethoscope. If we were big into pets, that would be definitely useful to have. Nothing else, really. Drop this scroll of light here. Over here. All right. Enchant armor. Sure, I'll take that. Tinning kits. I'll take that too. Though I don't know how many charges it has. It may not have very many. There's a sack and a towel. So a stone giant can wear elven boots? Seems unlikely. So a very large pair of boots. Maybe they're magical, so they can change their size based on the person who wants to wear them. Oh, another enchant armor. Take that too. Skeleton key, 2 stethoscopes, a tin opener. One more time here. Nothing. Credit card. Some large boxes. Lockpick. last time. Nothing happens. All right. We'll grab this iron hook. I'll throw it in my stash, just in case I decide there's some reason why I need a grappling hook. But we'll put some stuff away. Let's see here. Magic mapping. Although we're about to go into Gehenna, so I think hanging on to magic mapping is going to be useful. Very, very brief, very, very soon here. So polymorph can go away. This iron hook can go away. I actually have conflict and stealth already in my bag, so this ring is a duplicate. Don't need it. So let me adjust my rings here, because I tend to switch my levitation and slow digestion rings a good deal. So capital L, capital S, they will be. All right, putting away the blank paper, scroll of charging, magic mapping. The wand of wishing until I need it can go back into the bag of holding. Can of grease can probably live there. Magic markers can live there. Pickaxe can live there. What else? That's about it. Well, just the tinning kit. Capital T. I think that's my touchstone, but I don't think I need the touchstone anymore. All right, so let's grab a bunch of stuff out of here. We don't really care about gold. I don't think we're gonna go for any more protection. Our AC is totally fine. The amulet of magic breathing we will get on the way back up when we go to the plane of water. What else? We will want some food. Just grab, yeah, for Gehenna, I think we're gonna want some food. And grab some food rations here. I think it's okay if we get just some normal food rations though. As long as we don't get burdened, we can use them to explore. And they want all our magic mapping for Gehenna for sure. I'll have to think about spells here, because there's that magic mapping spell as well, which we may want to cast. Take some paralysis. Now that we have free action, let's take paralysis with us. We can use it to paralyze, some of the harder creatures like Vlad. I believe you can paralyze with the potion of paralysis. I think the digging, let's take like one wand of digging. One wand of secret door detection. Take the candles so we don't have to come back for them. As long as we can carry all this stuff without being burdened. Cool. All right, so put a bunch of this back into the bag. I want to create more holy water too. We'll collect some potions and we'll do it on the way. Um, secret door detection can go in there. Candles. All right, so we have we're down to 3 potions of holy water. We have 2 scrolls of enchant armor. I think we're going to actually use it on the shield of reflection, though. So let's hold off. Put this stuff back in. And we're going to head down. I think we're ready to go. We have everything we need. Just give me a second, get another drink. What is this? A nurse. Did we want to try some nurse dancing? On dungeon level 7 should be fairly safe. It's just a matter of luring the nurse over somewhere with a dead end, like that closet. So where we're at here. Nurse is following me, right? Is this a... there's actually... It's not a dead end. Could really use a dead end to do some nurse dancing here. There's one. That feels pretty safe. So... we're invisible. That's part of the problem here. So I don't know if the nurse is going to follow us. With the nurse to come over here. Nice. Right, so this is a pretty safe place here. Start taking off all our... Oh, there's no teleport though. Well, I already started doing it. But it's not the best place to do it. You really want to do it on a level which is no teleport. Because she's just going to teleport away pretty quickly. So we got like one... So we're at 150. We'll see how many HP we get from this nurse. So we got 1 hit point, and then she teleported away. So, yeah, it's really not ideal. Alright, so we're back. We need to put our gloves on, too. Classic thing is to forget to put your gloves back on after nurse dancing. And then you get turned to stone, trying to wield a cockatrice corpse. So there's some levels in Gehenna which are no teleport. So if you can find a nurse on those levels, like the castle level or something, that's sort of the ideal place to do it. We could reverse genocide, actually. I think... Yeah, I do have 2 potions of unholy water. So we could curse some... Curse some blank paper and reverse genocide nurses on the castle level. That would be probably the prudent thing to do to get our HP up. I'm very unlikely to get much HP based on going up levels now. Floating eye. We do have reflection, so I always have to remind myself that reflection works on gaze attacks. I've been killed too many times by jetstones. Killed too many times by floating eyes. Alright, so I think the plan is to go ahead and get back to the castle level. Do a little nurse dancing. Just to get our HP up to 200. And then drop down to Gehenna. We'll deal with the... we got to deal with those dragons and storerooms first. Let's remove our slow digestion ring. Put on levitation. Let's go get that. We'll get that shield of reflection. It's cursed, huh? Huh. I hope it's not like negative, but we'll do the cancellation trick again. So we'll use one of our wand of cancellation charges to make it +0 and uncursed. Wear it. So up to 32. We'll lock ourselves in here for a minute. Take out our scrolls and 1 potion. So enchant armor and one potion of holy water. We'll dip enchant armor scrolls into holy water. Take off everything except for the shield. Alright, we'll read these enchant armor scrolls that we picked up. So +1, +2. Not amazing, but that's fine. Alright, everything's being worn. 34. Negative 34. And we'll continue on down. Alright, here we are back in the castle level. Alright, so again, let's be smart about this. Let's put our towel on. Nothing is in line of sight of the drawbridge that can blow the drawbridge up. So let's go ahead and cross. So Naga is peaceful, okay. So let's go to the dragons here. The storerooms, just see what's there. All right, we'll levitate over these trapdoors. And one thing that's unfortunate is you can't open up or find one door, not the other. I guess you could just break through the doors. You sort of end up fighting like on both sides at once. I mean, I think we can do it. I don't think it's a problem, but yeah, so you find both hidden doors at the same time. Oh, they're locked though. Alright, so this one is a black dragon and a gray dragon. Black dragons are nasty if you don't have reflection, for sure. But we'll be fine. We'll want to wield the Firebrand versus Silver Dragon, who's should be immune to frost. No, the gray dragon is not a silver dragon. The gray dragon's probably just immune to magic. If we didn't already have gray dragon armor, we would want this. Nothing else here that we really care about. There was a potion here, right? Yeah. Start collecting some potions to turn into holy water. So it's this orange dragon and silver dragon. So silver dragon will want to switch swords against because they breathe frost. So we wield capital A, Firebrand, and we can burn this dragon. I never dual wielded Firebrand and Frostbrand before. It's definitely a luxury that I don't normally have. This gnome lord just picked up all of these rations. We don't really care about any of them. Bunch of gems in here. Basically glass. An opal. Take the opal. See what's in here. There's a purple worm in that way. I think I remember seeing the purple worm before. I don't think we need. There's a slippery cloak actually. That is very interesting. It may be one of those things that we actually do want to hang on to. So a slippery cloak is an oilskin cloak, and it gives you the effect of grease, but without having the possibility of it wearing off. So against sea monsters, for instance, it's pretty good. A trapper, okay, that's not a purple worm. Oh, I thought I saw a purple worm in around here. Yeah, so nothing interesting here. Levitate again over these trapdoors. Oh shoot, there was a trapdoor right there. That's alright, it's fine. We wanted to go down to the Valley of the Dead anyway. There was just that other side of the map to check out, but that's fine. We wanted to jump through here. Maybe we can go back up the stairs to look and see what we find. You probably do the math and figure out like when it's worthwhile to spend a turn switching to the sword that does double damage, as opposed to just sustainability we don't care about. Instead of just taking another swing with the sword that doesn't do double damage. Let's check up here. Gold. One thing we don't have is automatic searching. That's one of the things about being a Valkyrie or caveman and having Excalibur gives you is automatic searching. We'll take this object detection potion. Again, we'll turn it into holy water later. Barrel weight. Stir greased, right? Greased robe, yes. So these eels on this side shouldn't be too dangerous. Nice. Alright, nothing over here really, but did want to just, for completeness sake, check it out. Oh, we have to go down the trapdoors again. Alright, we'll jump back down. And put away this gold and this potion. And let's take out my Ring of Stealth, my Ring of Conflict, both of which could be useful in this area. It's really nice having a magic lamp in all these areas which are dark in the end game. I think in general the Firebrand is better against the undead here. Just demons. We get like 5 or 10 potions, we'll turn them into water. So we're looking at, so here's a purple worm. This might be the purple worm I was looking at in the castle that fell down through the trap doors. Could tame it. I do have a magic whistle. We would have to write a scroll of taming though. I don't think I have any other way to tame it. I never did anything about my spells, right? Wait, our fail is pretty high. Is that just because we're wearing that shield? Probably. Take off my shield of reflection. Yeah. It's entirely because of the shield. Magic mapping would go, the fail chance would go down if I got my divination skill up, which I could train. Yeah, I don't know. Do I even want to deal with or worry about spellcasting? Certainly, like, having extra healing on tap is pretty powerful. Another wand of cancellation. It's actually pretty good. So here's where I may want to wear stealth or conflict. Enough time to make my way through here and make my way down to Gehenna proper. I don't have to kill everything. Like, I don't know, I already woke some of these things up, looks like, but I like to open these chests up, but a lot of times they will wake everything up around them. If they explode, then you'll lose the benefit of stealth. Bunch of boxes, actually. A lot of digging, we'll grab that. Always get way too many wands of digging. You only need like one full one, maybe two, if you're unlucky in the plane of Earth. Although, to be honest, I have all these scrolls of magic mapping, so rather than wandering around lost in Gehenna, I think I'll end up digging my way down. Although I can do that with my pickaxe. Enchant armor. Sure. Opals. I thought I already knew opals, but I guess not. So the only other thing we really need is a bunch of wands of death. What am I doing here? Empty, okay. It's a 4, which I can't see, so some sort of undead or something. Actually, it's probably an iron golem. Maybe a stone golem. Can't think of much undead. Another scroll of enchant armor. I have 2. Should be able to get our Schiller reflection up to +4, +5 with that. I'll do that a little bit later, when we have a safe place to do it. Booze, I don't think booze clears. I can't remember. So remove curse actually could be useful later. It's just a clay golem, not even a stone golem. Ooh, my pack shakes violently. I hate that message. I don't think it's anything in particular, but definitely makes me think it's messing with my inventory. Trident. Tridents are interesting. They actually are really good against sea monsters. I mean, I don't think you'd ever specialize in tridents, but fumbling gloves. So much money. We can buy protection from the Priest of Moloch. So if we do get enough gold together, either on the way there or the way back, that's what we can do with our gold. Potion of water. Definitely getting enough water here to replenish our supply of holy water. Just want to make sure you put your potions and scrolls in your bag when you get down to Gehenna. Oof, wand to create monster, hate it. Put the wand in there, wand to create monster. I don't really want to carry it around with me, but I also don't want to leave it on the ground where someone's going to pick it up and start creating a bunch of creatures. It's my ghost. I always thought it'd be cool if the Valley of the Dead had the ghosts of characters from the server which you're playing on. It's like we get bones files from other players on the server, but we don't get ghosts with names of people. Like I can't find like a Luxie Dream or. Hey Lethari Drow, how are you? I saw you playing earlier this week. How's it going with you? What's your current run? Just a shout out for Lethari Drow. He's been streaming Nethack on Twitch. So I don't have a. I'll just do it. Played yesterday. Had the best wizard run yet. So this should be his channel. Go give him a follow. You quit instead of saving after the stream? Oh no. Oh no. That sounds awful. That's the worst. Particularly because it was a promising run. Do you want to do you want to know your inventory? Yeah. Oh man. I don't remember ever doing that, but ooh, a Hezru is summoning Hezrus. I remember having a really promising night, and I turned my horse into a dragon, saddled dragon. And it turns out there was a bug at the time. If you save the game while you're riding your mount, it could corrupt your save, so I lost everything. That was a long time ago. I think they've fixed that by now. Straight to options and paranoid. So that's where when you quit, it asks you, "Are you sure? Are you sure you want to quit?" I don't know if that's a default for the server I'm playing on or not. Okay, I could check it out. We're finally descending. Type yes. Oh, I like that. That's even better. Clumsy. It's fine. We're still 3.6, so we can still restore our attributes with unicorn horns. I'm not looking forward to that part of 3.7. Not being able to restore attributes with a unicorn horn. It'll make potions of restorability actually useful, though. We'll take a Blessed Scroll Remove Curse. We don't need Enchant Weapon anymore. We'll take Identify, though. I think I've pretty much identified everything, though. Be a few things. Having a bag of holding finally is enabling my hoarding. We're getting to a point where I can probably create some more holy water. Wand of Slow Monster, we don't really care. I guess I'll put it in the box. Just so I don't have to deal with getting slowed. Whoa. No. It wasn't my best run ever, but it wasn't the best run ever, but it was my best run. So at what point were you in with the wizard run? Like you finished Sobokan rather, and Ring of Levitation. Is this Ring of Levitation always here? I feel like there usually is a ring there. I don't know. Oh, Cursed Scroll of Serum Circa. $5,500 gold. Not enough to buy protection yet. Let's remove stealth, and we'll wear levitation. So there's usually traps, guaranteed traps here. And I need to eat something. Eat a food ration. Take one food ration out. We're ready to keep going here. If we're lucky, it'll be a trap we can float over. Not just a sleeping gas trap. It's no big deal. So let's remove that levitation, put on slow digestion, and here we go. You are standing at the gate to Gehenna. Unspeakable cruelty and harm lurk down there. Are you sure you want to enter? Yes or no? Yes. So be it. You descend the stairs. You had gone down to Minetown, co-aligned altar. You were in Sokoban level 2. Yeah. Well, that's still fairly early, but yeah. That's still, it hurts when you have like a promising run. Like, you know, when the runs are promising. Like, usually I'll play a game and then, like, I know, like, okay, this is either going to be a struggle, you know, to get this character going, or okay, this is a pretty promising run. This is going to be pretty easy to get going. Actually, this priest was a really difficult early game. I was using my mace forever, and that was my best weapon. It was just, yeah, it was pretty hard going for a while. Thanks for the good luck in Gehenna. I'm actually it's 11 o'clock here. That's sort of like my streaming schedule. I'm hoping to do regular streaming on Wednesdays, so from like 7 o'clock to 11 o'clock would be my ideal schedule. We'll see. My voice is kind of going out after 4 hours, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. And next time, or next Wednesday, I might try and stream them like on the occasional weekend, but in general, Wednesday nights will be it. So next time I will continue and head down, see how far we make it in Gehenna here. So thanks everybody. I'm going to take a quick look and see if there's someone I can raid, because I would like to get back to the community, people who I follow here. Just take a quick look at my follows. I don't see anybody streaming rogue. Oh, there is. This is me. I don't see anyone streaming roguelikes right now. So I'm just going to call it here. And thanks for everybody who stopped by. And I hope to see you next time. So next Wednesday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Have a good one.